Growing heat-tolerant vegetables is a smart strategy for maintaining a productive garden during the scorching summer months. Here are some excellent options. 1. Tomatoes. Varieties. Look for heatwave Ramen 2, solar fire, or phoenix. These cultivars are specifically bred to withstand high temperatures. Growing tips. Plant tomatoes in a sunny spot with well-drained soil. Mulch around the plants to retain moisture and regulate soil temperature. Water deeply and consistently, aiming to keep the soil evenly moist. Consider providing shade during peak heat periods if possible. 2. Peppers. Varieties. Opt for varieties like jalapenos, cayenne, and banana peppers, which naturally thrive in hot climates. Growing tips. Plant peppers in a location with full sun exposure. Ensure well-drained soil and provide regular watering, particularly during dry spells. Mulch around the plants to conserve soil moisture and suppress weeds. Harvest peppers promptly to encourage continuous production. 3. Eggplant. Varieties. Choose heat-tolerant varieties like Florida High Bush or Ichabod. Growing tips. Plant eggplants in a sunny location with fertile, well-drained soil. Provide consistent watering, particularly during hot spells, to prevent stress and encourage fruiting. Mulch around the plants to conserve moisture and suppress weeds. Stake or cage taller varieties to support their growth. 4. Okra. Varieties. Consider varieties such as Clemson Spineless or Annie Oakley Roman 2. Growing tips. Plant okra in a sunny spot with well-drained soil. Okra thrives in hot weather but requires regular watering, particularly during dry periods, to prevent the development of tough pods. Harvest okra when young and tender to encourage continuous production. 5. Cucumbers. Varieties. Choose heat-tolerant cucumber varieties like Marketmore 76 or Salad Bush. Growing tips. Plant cucumbers in a sunny location with fertile, well-drained soil. Provide consistent moisture, particularly during hot weather, to prevent bitterness and ensure good fruit development. Mulch around the plants to retain soil moisture and suppress weeds. Consider providing trellises or supports for vining varieties to save space and improve air circulation. 6. Summer squash. Varieties. Opt for varieties such as zucchini and yellow squash. Growing tips. Plant summer squash in a sunny location with fertile, well-drained soil. Provide consistent moisture, particularly during hot weather, to encourage steady growth and fruiting. Harvest squash when young and tender to promote ongoing production. Mulch around the plants to conserve soil moisture and suppress weeds. 7. Sweet potatoes. Varieties. Choose varieties like Beauregard or Georgia Jet. Growing tips. Plant sweet potatoes in a sunny spot with loose, well-drained soil. Sweet potatoes thrive in hot weather but require regular watering, particularly during the early stages of growth. Provide ample space for vines to spread, and consider mounding soil around the plants to promote tuber development. Harvest sweet potatoes when mature, typically in late summer or early fall. 8. Cowpea's black-eyed peas. Varieties. Consider varieties like California Black-Eye Hash 5 or Pink-Eye Purple Hull. Growing tips. Plant cowpeas in a sunny location with well-drained soil. These legumes are heat-tolerant and relatively drought-resistant, but benefit from consistent moisture, particularly during flowering and pod development. Provide support for vining varieties if needed. Harvest cowpeas when young and tender for the best flavor and texture. 9. Melons. Varieties. Look for heat-tolerant varieties such as Sugar Baby Watermelon or Ambrosia Cantaloupe. Growing tips. Plant melons in a sunny spot with fertile, well-drained soil. Melons require consistent moisture, particularly during fruit development, to prevent cracking and ensure sweet, juicy fruit. Provide support for vining varieties if needed, and consider mulching around the plants to conserve soil moisture and suppress weeds. Harvest melons when fully ripe for the best flavor and sweetness. That's all for today's video. If you guys liked the video, please make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for latest videos. Thanks for watching.